Welcome to the Nathaniel McGuire Show, where we overcome our fear and live our purpose. Welcome to the premiere of the Nathaniel McGuire Show, where we overcome fear and live our purpose. Today we're talking about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Make sure to continue on this journey with us. Today we have Angel Hicks with us. I can't wait to get into her story. One of the reasons I want to get into her story is because she has overcome a great deal to do what it is she has been called to do. I hear time and time again when I'm talking to people who want to pursue their purpose, I can't do it because of this, or I can't do it because of that. So I want you guys to hear this story about a woman who overcame all of that to do what it is she's called to do. Angel, thank you for coming on to the show.
Hey, Nathan.
Man, I can't wait to talk to you. First of all, I want to talk about, here you are, a single mother with children.
Yes.
And you have this dream to do what?
To own my own clothing boutique. And with your help, I've made it there. Now I'm on to the next journey.
Well, people don't know that when I first came in contact with you, you were talking about having headaches and being just tired, and then you begin to talk about this dream you had.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, you just begin to do it.
Yeah.
Tell us from point, I have a headache, I can't sleep, to I'm going to start this company, I'm going to buy these clothes, I'm going to rent out a store. Take us a little bit through how did you do that?
So when I first started coming to see you, I had postpartum depression, remember that? And so I had postpartum depression. I had just had a baby and I was unemployed, and all I wanted to do was take my suitcase that I had, that was my business, and take my clothes around to people and sell my clothes to people. And then the headaches would start because all I could think about was clothes. Everything else bored me. It bored me. So I took my last $400 that I had. I purchased some clothes right before I had lost my job. I had a baby, so I had to stop with the clothes when I had the baby. And once I had the baby in January in an ice storm, I had this brilliant idea in the hospital that I wasn't going to go back to working for anybody. So January of 2011, I said, okay, I'm going to use the money that I still had left over from my last job, and I was just going to get back to work. And that was with my clothes. So I opened up my first location July 9th, 2011.
Okay, all right. So you guys got to hear this. This went from depressed, postpartum, I'm losing my job, I've lost my job, to this is what I think is important. Angel constantly talked about her passion of clothes. Now, when most people hear that, they're thinking, this black girl just likes to shop. Okay, she took that passion and now turned it into her own business and company. So this is important because we'll have little things that we underestimate that can actually be our purpose and our gift, and something that just gives us joy and peace. So I need you to tell us now, okay, what are some of the things you're doing that you couldn't imagine that you're doing now?
Wow. Well, I dress people like you.
Yes, she does, and talks about me when I don't dress right.
I've had the opportunity to run my business. First, I ran my business out of a polka dot suitcase, And then I moved from there to a small room inside of a nail salon. I outgrew the space in 6 months. I moved to a bigger space, well, which I thought, inside of a hair salon. They built a space for me. Well, I outgrew that too. So I finally was able to get my own storefront March of 2015. I've officially grown out of that as well. But my new dream is to just own the building that my boutique is in now.
So does the people know that that own the building, you're about to take the building now?
Well, the Lord knows, so he'll work that out for me.
Because she will do it. She
I
will
will
take the building.
I will. I never thought for 10 minutes that I'd be an entrepreneur. I never thought that people from the news would be my clients, that I'd have doctor clients, that I'd have, politicians and all of these people calling on me for something to wear. I've laid on your couch in your office many days and cried my face off about that. So it started with one customer, and I literally a month, I think I'm servicing about 100 to 150 different ladies a month.
The other thing I think is so awesome about her story is that when we would talk about business, being an entrepreneur, Angel would never have a story about how she couldn't sell something or buy something or grow something. Business was never her issue, never a problem. And one of the big things that I really emphasize to women, because society tends to put on women especially that you are not anybody until you are in a relationship, whether it's marriage or kids or things of that nature. So I will have women come in and their focus will be relationships, and they will have no idea that they're gifted powerhouses, that they can own companies and they're outselling their male counterparts. And so that's what I always thought was extraordinary about you, is every time we talked about business, well, I'm outgrowing this and I sold this and I'm doing this, and I'm thinking, well, when is this going to stop? And it hasn't.
No.
So tell us, what is it that you think in this process, some of the things you've overcome, some of the fears that you had to overcome in order to do this?
Some of the things I overcame, being a single mother and running a business, being a single woman running a business, being an attractive single woman, let me say that. Getting over the fact that I didn't have any capital, I didn't have any money to start my business.
Say that one more time.
I didn't have any money.
So you didn't need $100,000
No.
or to start this?
No. What God has for you is for you. I literally started with $400, and 5 years later, I still don't owe anybody anything. I don't have one loan. I don't owe anything. I got one credit card and I just got it. So
Debt free.
Debt free. Definitely don't. That was the biggest fear, was money, and then just embracing who I am. For so long, I hid behind. I got some heavy hitter family members that run very successful companies, and I have some very successful friends that own successful companies, and I was okay working for them. So once I figured out that, God was going to just keep pushing everybody out my way so that I could see me. And with your help, I had to look in the mirror one day, and I had to understand that this is what I was called to do. So walk in your calling and don't worry. I'm the worry queen. So once I stopped worrying and being afraid of failure, he made a way.
I've learned in this process, don't do what you want to do what you're created to do. And she discovered that this is what she is created to do. So Angel, tell us, how do we find you? Where's your store at? And what are you doing next?
My store is located for now at 4605 North Evanston Avenue in Indianapolis. My website is www.28boutique.com. All my social media handles are 28boutique. That is the number 28boutique.com.
28boutique.com. Make sure you go there and check it out. I hope that you heard a woman who had a headache, didn't understand what her passion, if she could do it, and she overcame all that, and she is a powerhouse, and this is just the beginning. So, Angel, thank you for coming out and sharing your story to help others overcome.